What's kind of the last couple weeks been like then, for you getting in there a bit? How you feeling?
Right now, I'm feeling pretty good, pretty confident right now. I mean, it's good just to get something back going again. Just working hard, and I mean, when I was called upon, I had to be ready. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, to kind of be in that role, just obviously, you don't want, any of the guys on your team to get dinged up, but when it happens, obviously you guys talk about having to be ready, and
Yeah.
what was kind of the thought process like when you were in there?
I mean, like we harp on, it's always the next man up mentality. So I mean, when you're called upon, you just gotta be ready to go and be ready to perform as high as you can.
The first couple games you got in there, and then they made a change for a while. What was that kind of like when you got taken back out of the lineup after the first couple weeks? And how'd you stay kind of motivated and ready?
My whole thing was just work on the fundamentals and getting myself back to where I needed to be at. And I knew when I was ready to get called back upon, then I'd be ready for it because I've been working. So.
Well, what happened? Did you think you didn't play well in those first two games, or what do you think happened there? They decided to make a change.
I mean, I know personally for me, I wasn't playing as well as I wanted to play. I mean, there was some fundamental things I need to clean up, and I knew I had to work on them, so that's what I've been doing.
But what did Coach Huff maybe say to you at the time, just to kind of keep you motivated, know that, hey, we are going to need you again, here at some point?
I mean, it's like how everybody's been telling me, it's just the next man up mentality. I mean, you never know when somebody's going to get hurt. Football is a tough game, and anything can happen, so you got to be ready at all times.
How do you feel like you've done since you have been back in there playing a lot more?
I feel like I played pretty well so far. I mean, there's some things I got to clean up, and there's a lot of things I got to clean up, but I mean, I've been working, so.
How much were you waiting for that chance? Sorry, how much were you waiting for that chance after the first couple of games? You get taken back out. You had to just couldn't wait to get back out there and get a chance.
Yeah, I mean, you're always excited when you get back in there and play. I mean, playing on the blue is one of the greatest experiences you can ever have, so it's pretty exciting.
I was going to ask, these last couple games better than those first couple ones?
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
How important is opportunity, and how much are you still growing as a football player?
Personally, I think I'm growing a lot. I mean, there's a lot of things I'm still working on. I mean, pass pro and the run game, just mentally sharpening my mind just so I know what's going on. So,
With maybe just describe what the last month is like, because I know you have the next man up mindset, but still at the same time you have two pretty solid bookends in front of you, and then one goes down on the right and you fill in for him, and then you go over to the left when Reese goes down. So what just is the last month maybe been like for you?
I mean, it's been a change. I mean, going from right to left. I mean, you switch your stance, but the whole thing you just have to flip your mind and know like what play is going which way. So that's pretty much the main thing.
Which one is more challenging? I mean, is there a little more on your plate as a left tackle and protecting the blind side and whatnot?
I mean, that's always a given, but I mean, I think playing both sides, I mean, it's the same amount of just like you have to have the same amount of care that you have like playing left and right. So yeah.
How would you kind of assess the Lions' play as a whole? It seems like these last couple of games, you guys have done a real good job of keeping them away from the quarterback. When maybe a few games before that was something you guys weren't doing well. How do you feel you guys have done recently, and what's been the difference?
I think we've stepped up a lot so far. I mean, it's been good knowing that Brett hasn't been touched or anything for the past few games, so it's been pretty good for us.
In a time that could bring potential chaos with shuffling on the offensive line, how have you guys kept it calm? And Brett's dropped back over 90 straight times without being sacked. So how have you guys prevented potential chaos, I guess?
I mean, that's just a credit to all the offensive linemen. I mean, like Marcus, especially. I mean, calling out everything just so we know like where we're going, and telling us what we need to do. So,
what was that?
You get a little smile on your face as you talk about this. I mean, is it fun to see the results and be a part of them as well?
It's exciting. I mean, knowing that you're a part of something that's just like knowing that the QB's not getting hit, especially, it's just. That's exciting for us just as an offensive line. So
put a smile on the lineman's face.
Yeah.
Just one more about after the first couple of games. What was that like mentally when they came to you and said they were going to make a change? Was that tough to take?
I mean, it was tough to take, but I mean, with that, I knew there was things I needed to work on. So I knew I needed to work on those things in order to get back to where I needed to be.
Last year, you guys put up 60 points on New Mexico, and this year it looks like their defense is a lot better, maybe even a little bit different a scheme. What do you notice that's different about them?
I mean, they're playing a lot more physical, a lot faster. I mean, they're a good team, and they bring a variety of blitzes. So, I mean, you have to be ready for everything.
Is it? I don't want to say is it night and day, but how different is it kind of like when you remember looking at the film last year as opposed to this year?
I mean, it's different personnel mainly from all last year. I mean, they have a few guys that are returned back, but, I mean, it's new personnel on the D-line and linebacker core and everything, so you have to be ready.
You mentioned playing on the blue. I think you've only had like one time in the last month or something with the bye and the road games had a chance to play at home. How nice is it going to be to have these next couple of games, which they're pretty big games, being at home?
I mean, it's gonna be pretty exciting. I mean, our whole mentality about this thing is just going 1-0 each week. We know we have a good competition this week, and then we'll settle this week and go from there.